What's the story, SmackDown fans? Tonight on the Wrestle Story,
Buddy Murphy debuts on SmackDown.
KO is still in deep waters with Shane.
And Roman's attacker finally revealed?
All that and more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, every Wednesday after NXT, and I'd like to say after every pay-per-view, but we've kind of changed what we're doing with things, so, it's hit or miss on that. Welcome, everybody.
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. SmackDown.
We're talking about SmackDown. Tonight's show, Buddy freaking Murphy.
It was awesome. Awesome
Export.
match. How you doing, Export?
My goodness. Hello, James. What's up?
Hello,
How's it going?
James.
That, not gonna lie, was probably the highlight of the show for me tonight. Was Buddy Murphy's match with Roman.
Yeah, good match.
I don't know about you guys, but I think that was the best part of SmackDown. If not the best part of SmackDown, the best match on SmackDown tonight. So overall, I thought tonight's show was just kind of there. It wasn't super impressive, in my opinion. I don't know what everybody else thinks. But I just thought it was kind of like it's just a there show.
Well,
like it's just kind of in existence. It didn't really do anything. It wasn't super important. You know, there were a lot of pieces to it that made me feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. I think the one thing about it is there's some stuff that, like Buddy Murphy getting over.
James, that match was amazing and awesome all in one. 5 tall cans deep. That match was great. The rest of the show was meh. Somebody help. Shane. I'm sorry.
We can't help you, Shane.
Can't help you. Yeah, I mean, that match was great, and the rest of the show was kind of meh. We got to dig a little deeper into the Roman mystery, which I think was cool. But I'm just ready for them to reveal who it was, because at this point I'm like, who is it?
Well, they're leaving you on the edge of your seat, so
I know.
At least people know how good Murphy is.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the one thing I think that, and I thought it was, the way they did it, I thought that Roman did a good job of helping him get over.
He did.
With it, too. So, and which is what I think they need. They need to have more of that where they get some of these other wrestlers over.
He did. He did a really great job.
And, get them out there, have some of your big stars, allow some of these guys to get over, not necessarily win.
Yeah.
But at least have a good showing.
Yeah. So, that being said, we'll go ahead and start at the top of the show. We have KO, who comes out, plus that spear.
He did.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. I don't know who sold the spear better, Dolph or Murphy.
They both did pretty good.
Like, come on. We had 2 really great,
yeah,
selling the spears of the last, several days.
Yeah, definitely.
So, the show opens with Kevin Owens. He comes out. He talks about how yesterday marked 5 years since he signed with the WWE. He talks about beating the crap out of Shane. And then he talks about King of the Ring. And how he wants to win it. And he said it's so prestigious. And they said Owen Hart on TV. They showed Owen Hart on TV in the video package, which was interesting.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool.
Well, they had to have gotten the okay from somewhere to be able to do that, so.
Yeah. He talked about, all the different people that had won it, and Stone Cold, and Brett, and Owen, and he talked about how he wanted to be on that list, too. Well, then, we can't go anywhere without having Shane interrupt him, and Shane comes out. He's like, KO, you're nothing but a cheater. Nothing but a cheater. Shows the footage of Kevin hitting the low blow on him at SummerSlam to finish up their match. He then says he's a cheater some more. And then he shows a video of him attacking Elias. He says, you know what? You attacked Elias. And Elias had an official WWE official jersey on.
What'd I say yesterday?
You said this. And he's like, you can't put your hands on an official. So there are going to be repercussions. And I was like, excellent. So what are you going to do? He then says, you will be fined $100 grand. Kevin Owens freaks out and is like, Shane, you're kidding me. You're joking me. That I have kids. I have a family that I have to feed, and I have kids I gotta send to college. And Shane, if you are half as much man as I think you are, you're gonna take this back. You're gonna take this back, and you're gonna come up with a different punishment, 'cause this isn't cool. Shane then stands there for a minute. Nope. And he just leaves. So then KO storms out of the ring. We go to commercial break and we come back. Kevin is backstage. He shows up in Shane's locker room, dressing room, office, whatever you want to call it. And he's like really angry. Wants to beat up Shane. Shane is like, up. You can't touch me because I'm not a competitor right now. Hold up. If you're competing at all, you are a competitor. Right? Right. Okay? We're just all going to agree on that. If you are a competitor, you are competing in the ring roughly every month or so because you put yourselves in those stupid situations where your people that work for you hate you and they want to beat you up. You are a competitor. So don't pull that crap on us. That you're not a competitor right now because you're in your office. Okay? Shut up. Nobody cares. He should have just decked him and taken the price. I mean, for reals. Come on. So Shane is like, no, you can't hit me. Then KO picks up his chair that he has sitting in the room and throws it at his TV and says, make it 105. Cause just do it. Cause I just threw your chair into the wall. Yeah. Your TV. And we are left with that segment.
I'm missing Bayley on the show, but word going around is she's having a character change. It's said to be a heel turn coming for Bayley. I can conflict. I can't see her being a heel.
Second best Shane in the world. He is.
I can't. I know. I've seen things about Bayley possibly going heel, and I can't see her being a heel.
Especially if there is any possibility that we could see Sasha versus Bayley.
Yeah.
No way.
Maybe she's going to help Sasha.
And that would kind of be heelish.
Yeah.
But I don't see her helping Sasha.
So
I would see, because Sasha's going to win the belt. And then we have Survivor Series. And if Bayley's still holding the belt, it's going to be Bayley versus Sasha. So they got to build that up somehow.
Yeah.
Hello, Elijah.
How you doing, Elijah?
How's it going? So, I don't know. I take those rumors with a grain of salt.
Well, like I said, I just can't see her going heel.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So then we get the only women's segment on the show. Only women's match, only women's anything. Charlotte versus Ember. I did think this was a really good match. What did everybody else think? Because I thought it was really good.
She's on Raw.
James, doesn't matter that Sasha's on Raw. At Survivor Series, we get... I had to explain this to Colin earlier because he was like, oh, Sasha's going to win the title at Survivor Series. I was like, no, she's not. Because if they're going to do this, she might fight for the championship at Clash of Champions, might possibly not win it, then go on to Hell in a Cell and beat Becky for it. Or she's going to win it at Clash of Champions. Either way, she's winning the title sometime soon. And then at Survivor Series, we always get the Battle of the Brands. And so it will be champion versus champion. It'll be Sasha versus whoever the SmackDown champ is.
Yeah.
So, James, doesn't matter that she's on Raw.
Yeah. I think there's going to be some changes coming when...
And if they're sticking with the split brands, there will still be...
When SmackDown goes to Fox, I think there's going to be changes anyway, so... As far as who's going to be where.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So, anyways, Charlotte versus Ember. I thought it was a really good match. I'm curious to know what everybody else thought about it, because I did really think it was a good match.
The women's match is great, but the stupid
commercial cut-in sucked.
Yeah.
I do agree. You know, I was trying to pay attention to the match in the tiny little box of corner.
I don't even understand why they have to do that.
Because they're trying to play the commercials, and why can't you make the wrestling bigger?
Well, I was going to say, or, you know, there's other sports that get around that. There's a way to get around it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like they need to do something.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we're not having matches cut out in the middle.
Owens' match this weekend were fantastic. Great weekend. Definitely is good weekend for women's wrestling, definitely.
Yes, I do
And by
agree.
the way, how you doing, Scott?
Hello, Scott. How's it going? Yeah, I do agree. I think SmackDown kind of lacked a women's segment. I'm not calling.
No, I don't think
Becky
so.
is keeping the title all the way till Mania.
Definitely. It was on fire. Good match. Too bad, you know, it's on...
205 Live.
Yeah.
In the pre-show.
Yeah.
205 Live and pre-show.
Yeah, so then,
Both.
like, nobody sees it because they don't want to sit there for 2 hours watching them talk, not trying to figure out when the matches are going to happen. And
Yeah. So, Charlotte versus Ember, I thought it was a really good match. Charlotte ends up getting the win. They really are liking beating the crap out of Ember recently. Like,
Yeah.
she was just a challenger. I told you, I just have a feeling they're just built, like, Charlotte's being built back up to get the championship again.
she might be.
Because it's going to be Bayley versus Charlotte. Who else is there? I mean, there are other people, but who else is there right now? If they want something easy and quick that they don't have to build up too much, because there's already stuff there, you know, Charlotte versus Bayley it's there.
Yeah.
And they can easily do that for Clash of Champions.
Yep.
And I very well see them do. I very well am betting that that's probably what they're going to do.
Probably.
Because, I mean, it just makes sense.
Charlotte Bayley and Sasha versus Becky at NXT. Have the MMA women attacking both. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all 4 horsewomen on the card.
Yeah.
Boy, it's been a long time
That'd be
since
cool.
we've seen that. It would be cool.
Well, then you could set up something, you know, down the road.
For the 4 horsewomen versus 4
Yeah.
horsewomen. Yeah.
Vince doesn't like Ember because of her husband's, for what he said.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Vince, like, at times,
He doesn't like anybody.
probably needs to just, like, step back and get out of the way.
By at times we mean
All the time. Yeah.
So Charlotte ends up getting the win. Like I said, they like to beat the crap out of Ember. They have the last 2 days, you know, where she was a challenger, and now she's, you know, she did get a good showing in the match, though.
Definitely.
Which was good, but then she got the crap kicked out of her, which
Yeah.
was not cool. Then we get Daniel Bryan and Rowan. They come out. Bryan says, "We were accused of attacking Roman. We didn't do it. We did not do it." The crowd is like chanting them, "Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. You did it. You're the one who did it. Don't deny it. You did it." And they then go on to say, "We will find out who did it
You know,
tonight."
I'm beginning to think the same thing, Scott.
Think Bryan attacked Roman?
I'm beginning to think the same thing.
I could very well see that happening. I don't want that to happen, just because I feel like it's just kind of like, I don't know. I just don't want to see that.
I at first I didn't think so, but the more that this goes on and the more they're
Who
involved
else would
with
it be, though?
then the more I think it's probably Bryan.
What about Harper? Possibly.
Yeah, I mean,
Could be Harper if they want to try and use him. It was Jimmy.
which, you know, you think about it. If it's Harper, it's another big guy. They could always say, well, and I understand hair color is different and everything else. They could always say, see, it wasn't Rowan and it wasn't Bryan, it was Harper.
I said Harper yesterday.
Yes, you did, I remember.
I feel like a lot of people have said
And
Harper
Buddy
at
Murphy
one point in
just,
time or
like,
another.
made a mistake and thought it was Rowan, and it was Hornswoggle.
He can't see over the steering wheel. That's why he crashed into Roman.
Yeah.
Perfect explanation.
Yeah.
Because he can't see over the steering wheel. That's funny. Yeah. I think Harper would be
How
good.
you doing, Anthony?
Luke Harper returns. It's Doink.
He-
We could throw around a million names. Wrong answers only, guys. Who was it? No. I don't know. There are not a lot of... Maybe it was Buddy. Yeah.
It could have been.
It could also very well just be him, and he lied to try and save his butt.
Could have been him.
Because he was seen walking away from the
Luna
scene.
Vachon.
That's
a good one.
He was seen walking away from the scene. So, it could still very well be him. Like, let's not count out Buddy, because they had an epic match.
Yeah, definitely.
Epic match, guys. Epic match.
It was Dolph. It should have
been me! Yeah, totally.
Or Dolph will get in and go, it was me.
It was me!
I just can't believe they didn't even have Bayley on the show regardless of her character change.
James. I was also shocked a little bit because they didn't do anything in the Charlotte and Ember match like I thought they might have.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And so I was kind of questioning why we had that match. But it was a really good match, so I was okay with just having it. I guess the kind of idea behind it was both just, I don't know. Charlotte came out a victor at SummerSlam and Ember didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know where I was going with that. I have no clue why they had that match
clue.
whatsoever. But it was a good match. So, I mean, I'll take it. But I did think they were going to do something with it. Then they didn't.
Yeah.
So that was a little weird. So Ember gets no entrance. Yeah.
Pretty much.
A lot of people didn't get entrances tonight. Buddy Murphy didn't really get an entrance.
Yeah.
We saw his, music playing. And
or you heard his music playing.
No, I mean, we saw it for a second.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we heard it. But we saw his entrance. I guess his entrance would make more sense.
Yeah.
We saw his entrance, with him, standing in the ring after he had done his entrance for, a split second. And then we went to Roman's entrance. And then that was kind of it. The Revival didn't get an entrance.
Yeah.
Who else didn't get an entrance? I don't even know. I don't know. There were several that didn't get an entrance.
It seems like they're trying to cram too much into this.
The first hour kind of came
Corbin is coming back. Yes, he's winning King of the Ring.
The first hour kind of came and hit me. I felt like the first hour went, pretty fast. But then, the second hour just kind of went, downhill. It wasn't very good. The first hour wasn't really good either, though. So...
Maybe it was Corbin.
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
I don't know.
Puts him back in the spotlight. King Corbin. Yes. Definitely.
Or King Drew. Drew would work.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I think him
Corbin's
is
gonna win it.
No, I just think that, Drew makes more sense than
Well, he
Corbin.
does, but, with as much as they put Corbin out there...
Well, they haven't been putting Corbin anywhere.
Well, that's because he's been gone for, the last 3 weeks or whatever. And it's kind of been out of
because
the
he's been working on live shows.
But that's what I'm saying and by the way, I did see where they've canceled some shows.
King Murphy. Yes.
Corbin vs. Owens at live events.
I know.
Yeah.
And they're still doing Lacey versus Becky at live events, too. I bet people are so excited to see that.
Probably.
Super excited.
Yeah.
Can we get anybody else but Lacey? Never. At least she's not on TV, and I will give her that.
How about King Shane?
Never.
No.
So, yeah. Daniel Bryan and Rowan are hopping on this whodunit train, and they are trying...
They're gonna investigate and find out who did it.
Yeah.
King Brock. I can't see Brock entering that.
No. King Brock, it was already a thing.
And I can't see it, Yeah.
It was already a thing.
Yeah, but, yeah. So
we don't even need that again.
Yeah.
How did he even get in King of the Ring? This was at a time when he was liked by people.
Yeah.
I guess. When he actually showed up to work.
He's been showing up recently.
Yeah, sort of. But
he's been back more.
Still not enough.
And like I said, I've gained more respect for him after what he did with Seth.
I have a little bit more respect for him, but not by much. It's like about 1/82nd of respect.
Good job.
Like, it's just like, they speak. Because I still don't have very much respect for him at all, because I don't think he cares at all. And so, I just a tiny bit. But not very much.
Yep.
A sliver. Like, very little. So, anyways, moving on. We get Shane backstage. And he says, because earlier he said something about Kevin having a match, very briefly. He was like, I'll tell you who that is later. And so now we're backstage, and he's deciding who is going to face. And he's like, well, I've got his opponent picked out. And Samoa Joe shows up out of nowhere, and he's like, you know what? I'll fight Kevin. He was like, okay then. Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that happened. We're getting Kevin Owens versus Joe later in the evening. So much fun.
Yeah, pretty exciting.
Then we get another Aleister Black promo. This time he's talking about he wants somebody to knock.
They
have no idea what they're doing with him.
Don't get what they're doing with him.
No, they don't have a clue what they're doing with him at this point.
Yeah.
They don't have any clue. No clue at all.
Yeah.
So they're like, let's just have him cut promo videos, because we don't know what we're going to do with him now. He fought Cesaro. He fought Sami Zayn. That was enough. We have no idea what we're doing with him anymore. No idea. No clue. There are about 1 million different things we could do with him.
Any ideas on what they're doing with Aleister Black?
But we have no idea what we're doing with him.
I have no clue. Question, a little off topic. Can someone tell me how voiceover on my iPhone works? Like, what are you looking to do?
James.
WWE make Kevin Owens a wimp tonight.
They didn't necessarily make him a wimp. They just didn't make him look...
Yeah.
They didn't make him look very good tonight.
No.
At all. Which sucks.
Yeah.
But I'll talk about that more in a second. Because we're having...
internet issues.
Technical difficulties.
Great. Are we still there? Can you guys hear us? Can you see us?
Resume.
Stream resume. Dropping frames.
Okay. Are we back? Are we all good?
Is everybody there? Is anybody there? Can everybody hear me?
I think we're okay.
Well, we're back to green on OBS, so hopefully we're not dropping frames anymore. So hopefully it gets caught up.
You're back.
Hello,
hey,
Bendy Boy.
Bendy. He's been with WWE for 5 years, and the money should not faze him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, I understand that. But if you're told that you're getting fined $100,000,
yeah,
I mean,
you look at
if you're looking at it as like a real person, like that's like a lot of money.
What is? But I think the fact that I think the one thing about it is you and Chocolate Black doesn't get a look.
Me too, because the Viking Raiders do.
Yeah, he just as well.
And I don't understand.
You know, the whole money thing, I mean, if you look at a lot of professional athletes, a lot of them complain when, you know, they're not making $40 million and they were only offered $30 million. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, at that point, what's $10 million?
Yeah.
You're making that kind of money.
I still think, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't understand why we had to go this route with the storyline.
Well, I think it's to keep it going.
Well, they could have done anything else, though. They could have suspended him.
They could
have. He could have been like, oh, if you don't win your match, you're fired. It could have been like, oh, well, we're going to fine you an undisclosed amount of money.
This might be how in the end game we get, like, a new NWO.
Like, I don't get this.
So this is going to be a step towards, okay, Kevin Owens, you've done stupid stuff now. Now you're going to, we're suspending you, or you're fired, or something. And then he comes back in with a group of wrestlers.
That would be awesome. I just don't think WWE is that smart. So, you know, I don't know what they're doing with this. See, I don't even know what I'm saying because I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just weird. So we get the Aleister promo. Not very good.
No.
I mean, it was like fine, but he's like, knock. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
I don't either. Then we get what I am saying is the best part of the show. Roman Reigns versus Buddy Murphy. Roman Reigns did an excellent job putting over Murphy.
Yeah.
Excellent job. Like, high five to Roman. And I haven't liked you very much in the last several weeks. But high five to you. Because you put this guy over.
Yeah.
And for somebody who has never had a match on SmackDown Live before, this is his debut match on SmackDown Live, which baffles me enough as it is. Because he has been drafted to SmackDown for the last almost, 6 months.
Yeah. It's been a while.
And,
Finally,
since
one.
been his first match, should have just skipped out on the whole Apollo Crews thing. Just should have scrapped it. Been like, okay, not doing that.
Yeah.
We'll just wait to put him on until Tuesday. Because that Apollo Crews thing was just... the timing of that match was perfect.
Definitely.
It really was. It was so excellent. And I love...
Well, they need to keep him on. And like I said, maybe, there's some changes coming. Obviously, Bischoff and Heyman hopefully have, gained full control. And things will start to change. You'll see some people...
I didn't see any rumors today about this show being rewritten by Vince. So that was good.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about that. Maybe I just missed it.
There's part of the match where Murphy kneed Roman and then did a brainbuster.
It was
cool.
Good. Like that part where he just had he just was hype, and he did the running knee. He did the step up knee to Roman, and then he did the other knee to the face, and then he did the brainbuster, and it was excellent.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was so good. Kenny Omega of WWE people. Yeah?
I can see it.
I could very well see that. Now, with this being said, I figured Murphy wasn't going over Roman, in which he did not.
No, but at least he got a pop and looked good.
At least he did. There was a part of the match where I was like,
I don't think...
Oh, that was so close.
Well, and I don't think he's out of the storyline yet, so we'll see.
I don't either. So then we get a New Day interview. There was a Revival interview somewhere in there before this that I didn't write down because it meant nothing. Where they talked about the tag division being
Roman
a joke
wins,
because of New Day. New Day responds and they're like, we didn't make a joke of anything. Okay, thanks, bye. So yeah, we had that. Then we have Kevin Owens and I almost said Sami Zayn. My gosh, I almost read that as Sami Zayn. I don't know why. Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe. Jeez.
XFL starts in 2004 or 20,204 months to go.
Nobody knows.
I have no clue what you're saying, James.
New Reigns wasn't losing. Me too. It was pretty obvious that Murphy wasn't going over him, but at least Murphy was out there, which was good.
Well, I didn't think Reigns would lose, but I think that he helped get Murphy over and made Murphy look good. And I'm hoping that...
Stephen James didn't know what he was talking about.
Yes, because James probably was typing on his phone. He's probably trying to figure out how to do the voiceover thing on his phone and messed it up.
So Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe. This could have been a good match.
Yeah.
They ruined it by saying that we're told that there will be a special guest ring enforcer. And after Shane McMahon, earlier in the show, said that Elias was not going to be here today because he gave him the day off and the 24/7 rules have been suspended. First off, why did we put the championship on him if that's what you were going to do the next night? Stupid. I don't get it. You're going to ruin the 24/7 belt if he does not lose it. Now. Because it just doesn't make any sense.
Gotcha, James. Makes sense.
He put the 4 in between the 2 and the 0 and the 4 and months. Yes. Yes.
I know what he said.
Got it now. So, Elias is going to ruin the 24/7 belt. Shane is going to ruin the 24/7 belt. Suspending the 24/7 rules is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we do that. And so, Elias is at ringside. He's the guest enforcer. And Joe ends up getting the win after Elias pulls out the ref And he goes in himself and does the count.
I was expecting this at SummerSlam, but...
And leaves.
Yeah. I was expecting something like that to happen at SummerSlam.
Just go away. Like, go away.
Elias?
I'm just over this.
Oh.
Like, it needs to be done.
Got you.
Like, no joke. This just needs to be done.
Yeah.
Because it's not funny anymore. As I said before, he's going to ruin the 24/7 belt. That's not going to be funny anymore. Yeah, this whole thing.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can't stop thinking, Murphy. LOL. I know the feeling, export. It's the best part of the show. You just want to replay it over and over and over in your mind a million times because the rest of the show pretty much sucked. So, Joe wins. It was dumb. This is the second win Joe has got in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
He won yesterday and he won today.
I think he's had more in the last 2 days than he has
in the last
6 months.
6 months. Exactly.
Seems like it.
So then we get Buddy Murphy interrogation part 2. Daniel Bryan and Rowan, they go backstage to interrogate Buddy. They clear out the locker room and...
Joe winning streak. Yes, it is a winning streak.
He has a winning streak at this point. He's won a couple times. He beat Finn Balor.
Yeah.
A couple weeks back.
Yeah.
When he got, attacked by the Fiend.
Yeah, but I don't think he's had,
a win steadily since then.
Yeah.
I don't think so either. But he does 2 consecutive wins.
I know.
Last 2 nights.
That's crazy.
So, Buddy Murphy interrogation. We get this pretty much the same type of a segment as last week. Rowan and Bryan go into the
So
locker
that means
room.
next week, Buddy Murphy will wrestle Rowan.
I would say so. That would make a lot of sense. He gets interrogated by Bryan and Rowan, and they're like, Buddy, tell everybody you lied. Bryan didn't even give him a split second. He was like, Buddy, tell the people what you did.
Yeah.
Tell them that you lied. Tell them that you lied. He didn't even give him a minute to speak in between, but he just kind of sat there and he just yelled at him.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny, not gonna lie. Buddy then, doesn't say anything. They're like, okay then. All right.
Bryan he does look like Charles Manson.
All right, guys. We have no choice but to rip your head off. Rowan, grabs him by the face, and it's he's gonna, swing him around like a rag. That's not what happened. That's my version of it.
Yeah.
Grabs his face, throws him around. Then they pin him up against the wall, just like Roman did, and he's like, okay, I lied. They were like, Buddy, I don't like liars. And then they threw him into the trash can, and I was like, what did that poor trash can ever do to you?
Yeah.
That poor trash can just got mowed over by Buddy Murphy. What did that trash can ever do to you guys?
That's what I'm guessing, too, is he's a scapegoat.
I just don't get it.
I could see him being a scapegoat. But for who?
I don't know.
I mean, that's...
Who?
What if we find out that Roman was behind all this?
Roman attacked himself. He staged these
No.
attacks.
That he staged his attacks.
Murphy pushed the stuff over for Roman. Murphy ran into Roman because Roman wanted the attention.
Yeah.
Because Roman wasn't in the WWE Championship spotlight.
Yeah.
I could very well see that happening too. That'd be a twist to the story.
Yeah.
Bryan comes out next week and is
Lars
like...
Sullivan. Is he ready to come back?
Bryan comes out next week and is like, Roman, the attacker, it was you. He's like, what? How could it be me? I was the one who got attacked. You guys are idiots. He's like, you hired Buddy Murphy to do your bidding on yourself.
It'd be a twist. Like you said, it's a twist in the storyline. It'd be interesting. I think it'd be crazy, but
it'd be interesting.
It'd be an interesting way to do it.
It's Biggie. What if?
That'd be. I think as long as they are.
But why would Biggie do it though? What's Biggie's motive?
Well, the thing is, as long as they're champions, I don't think it matters. I don't think it's him.
And what would his motive be?
Yeah.
Why would he have wanted to attack Roman? Because he doesn't like the guy? Is that his reasoning? I mean, that just no. He wouldn't have tried to kill the guy if he didn't like him.
Yeah.
If he had like a championship or something, maybe. But he's not. So, Big E. As much as we love
I think it'd be a good storyline if it was Big E. I just think that as long as they
I think it'd be a good storyline if it was Roman.
As long
if
as they're tag team
Roman
champions,
staged his own attacks. That would be interesting. Roman versus himself.
Well, you could, you could have lots of things from that.
You could. It could be very fun.
Like,
you could get Bryan versus Roman.
Anybody that gets accused of being attacking him.
He could, then fight Buddy Murphy again.
Yeah.
And in this situation, he's the heel.
Yeah.
And he's like, were you the reason they found out?
Yeah.
Did you tell them?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Did you tell them I hired you?
I think it'd just be a twist that nobody would expect. Well, except for me.
Because you're the one who came up with it?
Yeah.
Now watch, that'll be what happens next week. So anyways, yeah, Buddy got annihilated again. So then we get Roman backstage and he's like, where's Daniel Bryan's locker room? Oh, that way? Thank you, Kayla. And that was it.
Yeah.
Or Jimmy and Jay again. What if?
I don't think they'll bring them out right now.
No.
With the issues they've had.
They weren't allowed in Canada, so no.
Yeah, I don't think that they'll... I mean, if they did it that way, that'd be cool, but I just don't see them being the ones that...
I don't see... No.
That are doing it.
No. So then we get New Day versus... Or what is supposed to be New Day versus Revival. And,
So the Revival goes from fighting Lucha House Party to fighting
New Day. Don't know how that happened.
Awesome.
But it did. So Randy Orton, Buddy versus Ricochet would be great.
Yes,
I agree.
definitely.
It would be a good match. Randy Orton comes out and he says, you know what, Kofi? You ran away from me. What are you going to tell your kids? You ran away from the Viper? It's just not cool. So then he goes on to say, why don't I join the Revival and you join the rest of New Day and we have ourselves a good old-fashioned 6-man tag match? Awesome.
Caleb Braxton.
Randy, I thought you were better than this. I thought you were better than this, man. I really did. You have stooped so low as to challenge New Day to a 6-man tag match.
Need to have a 6-man tag because,
We didn't have one yesterday, so we had to have it today.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. That's just... No. You stoop too low. You're under the standards of Randy Orton now.
Yeah.
Not cool. So... Revival and Randy get the win. Revival then afterwards attacks New Day after the match, and Kofi saves them. But then Randy RKO's him, and then after he's RKO'd, he then RKO's Woods. Then Revival helps E stand up so he can RKO him, and then he RKO's Kofi once again.
Yeah.
There were a lot of RKOs. Yeah.
I'm not sure what the point of this segment
I don't
was.
either. I didn't really like it.
Other than trying to keep the RKO or Randy Orton and
Kofi thing going.
I don't know.
I just don't really care anymore.
Yeah. And neither does anybody else. Randy is the GOAT. Have you not heard it?
Apparently he's the GOAT.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, I
don't care if he's the GOAT or not.
I just don't think him and Kofi...
They had a good storyline they're going. I was surprised to see Revival in main event. Yeah.
Who knows what they're doing with Revival? You get Lucha House Party one day, and then you hit the New Day.
So this is probably going to put them in line for a SmackDown Tag Team title opportunity because they beat the champ. They pinned the champs clean. Yeah. And so it's probably what that's going to lead to, which is going to be excellent, just excellent. So yeah, they had a good story going with Kofi and Randy, kind of leaning on that whole stupid storyline from years ago. I think that was good, but now I just don't care.
I've been saying that for a long time, Export.
Now I really just don't care about this storyline. They kind of ruined it yesterday.
I don't think there's enough tag teams to try and carry
Sunday.
Try and carry out 2 different tag titles.
Yeah, I agree. I think they just kind of ruined the Randy and Kofi thing on Sunday.
Lucha should have a push.
I don't think so.
James, they get a push every week. You know, they fought Lars Sullivan. They fought the Revival.
They fought Lars Sullivan for
27 matches.
Yeah, and they had a huge push right there.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think they really did just ruin the Randy Kofi thing on Sunday.
Well, I think, and there's a lot of people
really,
who are not.
like, boring.
Yeah.
Like, aside
don't
from
think
that story that they had...
Well, first off, I think people are tired of Kofi being champion.
It was just boring, and I don't care.
And I don't think Randy's good in the ring, but I think...
I don't think he's the guy to take the belt off. I don't think he's the guy to be the WWE champion.
Well, I mean, he's a champion, but I just think that him and Kofi don't mix well together.
I just don't think he's the guy.
Yeah, well, he might not be.
You know? Like, I really just don't think he's the guy to be the face of SmackDown.
I want Peter to hurry up and come back.
They are back. They're just not using them.
Yeah. You know, kind of like, they could be like the War Raiders.
Yeah, they could be.
You know, wrestle jobbers and nobodies.
Every other person every week
somebody
that
they pull
isn't
from the
in
stands
the tag division.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really looking forward to Randy versus Kofi too. Me either.
Me neither. No. Hopefully something happens between, you know, the next pay-per-view and now to where
it's not Randy versus Kofi, but I have a feeling that it's probably going to be Randy versus Kofi and
probably
a street fight match or something just based upon Sunday.
Maybe the Fiend will attack one of them.
I just don't see that happening.
I don't either, but you know, hey.
Okay.
Oh,
speaking of the Fiend,
someone said yesterday about Randy burning down Bray Wyatt's house.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I think that him attacking Randy to end this feud would be cool.
Yeah.
End the Randy versus Kofi.
Yeah, I guess. It'd be cool, but I just don't want to see Randy versus anybody really at this point. You know, I think he's good on the mic, generally. But, like, I don't know. He's fine in the ring, too. He's just not, like, he's just kind of
He's just
boring.
not doing it right now.
He's not interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Speaking of the Fiend, okay, I know some people are like, I think it's okay to not have the Fiend on TV this week. But I'm one of those people that's kind of like, you just went from talking about your biggest superstar, who is the hottest thing in your company right now, to not even talking about him at all. Like, there was no mention of his match. There was no mention of Finn. There was no mention of him beating the crap out of Finn. No mention of, like, nothing. I don't get that.
They should have at least had him come in and I mean, if they don't want to do, like, a whole thing with it, do the Firefly Funhouse and have him come on and go, Finn let me in or something like that.
Like, they didn't even do it. Like, they didn't even show, like, a recap of him beating the crap out of Finn.
Well, then have him get
like, nothing.
Then they could have him give a hint on who he's going to go after next.
Like, absolutely nothing. And I don't understand that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want the Fiend to just be a pay-per-view only thing.
Yeah.
Like, no. I would much rather see it like we did, where he was out there attacking people.
Well, I don't even think he needs to go out and attack people. Just do the Firefly Funhouse and...
Yeah, how about I just have him on TV?
Have him say something, and it doesn't even have to be long.
No.
Just hey, I'm here, and this is who I'm going after next, without, like, being specific.
I don't know what everybody else thinks about this, but I just thought it was weird that they didn't make any mention of him. They didn't show a recap of his match. They didn't do anything, which I think is kind of weird and stupid, because he's the hottest thing in WWE right now. So why would you not talk about him?
Yeah, I don't know. Overexposure to the Bray. Is not good. I
understand that, but it's not even overexposure. Like, he just had a huge freaking match at SummerSlam, and they didn't even make a single mention of it. Like, nothing. Nothing. What was the purpose of that?
I don't even think you have to, like, have him say a lot. Here's this question. How do y'all feel about a women's Hall of Famer coming back besides Trish? Who would y'all pick and what? Good question.
I don't know. Trish is like the obvious answer because she received Lita.
Yeah.
Just because Lita.
Yeah, that's who I'd say.
I mean, she was another huge one.
That's who I'd go
Jacqueline,
with.
maybe. Jacqueline would be cool. I like Jacqueline. Don't know about everybody else, but I like Jacqueline. I thought she was really good in the ring. I don't know.
Yeah,
Lita would be the first.
I would say Lita.
First answer, though.
Yeah.
Lita. So, then we go backstage with Roman and Bryan and Rowan. And Bryan and Rowan ask for an apology. They say, you accused us, and we didn't do it. Rowan didn't do it, and I didn't do it. And so, we want an apology. They didn't get an apology. They said, you know what? We've been doing an investigation of our own, and we know who attacked you. We're going to tell you who it is next week.
What if it is a fiend?
Bum, bum, bum. I think that would be cool.
Oh, I don't think he'd do it that way.
I don't either. I think he'd just leave him laying there.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I got a question. We're going to go backwards here for just a minute. Are we still assuming that the person who hung Sammy up by his feet was Bray? Or did they say that was like Braun or something? When they had issues with each other.
I thought they would have said it was Braun, but, I think they kind of dropped that storyline. I love Murphy versus Roman is trending.
Yeah.
Well,
it should be.
Good match.
Should be trending.
You have a match like that, it probably should be the one that's trending. Definitely a good match.
Yeah, it was. I'm going to check Twitter real quick and make sure there's nothing else important. Because
yeah, there wasn't. Tonight wasn't like...
It was a pretty crappy show.
Huge deal. Other than the getting Murphy over, I think that...
It says Roman Reigns versus Buddy Murphy was a WWE Match of the Year contender. I would say so.
Yeah, definitely. It was a good match.
Good match.
Definitely a good match. I don't know if it's...
I don't know if it's like Match of the Year worthy.
NXT and that should have been the main event. It definitely should have been the main event. No doubt about it. Why they put the New Day and the Revival and RKO's in the main event is beyond me. Especially after, like I said, after you have the Revival wrestle the least, and then they win the 24/7 title.
Oh, boy.
So you have those guys win the 24/7 title, like your joke.
I shared the show, guys. Thanks, James. We appreciate it.
The joke, thanks, James. Have the Revival being a joke and
over G1 and Takeover.
Well, that's what I said. I don't think that.
I don't know if it's match of the year worthy. I think it was.
There's too many takeover matches that are above that, and even though we didn't see G1, I've seen like highlights and stuff from it. So there's matches from that are better.
There was a tweet that I just saw, 2 tweets, and Smart to Death podcast. They said Shane McMahon just fined Kevin Owens 2 annual NXT salaries, proving that the McMahons have no idea how money works. Someone else underneath said, he can't strike right. He can't even find people right. Get Shane off my TV.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
He can't even find people right.
Yeah.
Like, that's just hilarious.
Definitely.
That kills me.
Yeah.
Let me continue looking. I don't think there's anything else here, but I could just be, lying.
Anybody else have anything you want to throw out there? Questions? Thoughts? Ideas?
Hey, did anybody see Charlotte in the commercial break or whatever it was?
Murphy has the best. Yeah, I agree.
Charlotte did the Andrade
yes.
fist thing. I did see that. I thought that was pretty cool.
All right.
Apparently, there was a SmackDown exclusive Bayley on Sasha Banks' return.
Think
there is a video. I'll have to watch that and see what Bayley says, because Bayley...
Is Lacey doing house shows?
Yes.
I believe so. Hey, Chaos, what's going on?
What's up?
You showed up just in time for us.
Tweet.
Have y'all heard about Kylie Ray injury status? I have not seen anything else about it.
I haven't seen anything about her injury. I know that
they talked about wanting to get her back before they start taping or before they start doing live shows on TNT.
Yeah, like if I look at her
No
Twitter,
problem, Chaos. What'd you think of tonight's show, Chaos?
Like her Twitter is like
we were kind
gone.
of, you know, and kind of general consensus. I thought was kind of meh. You know, the Buddy Murphy Roman match was good, and then the rest of it was just kind of there.
No, it wasn't even there. It was just not good. Good matches, bad everything else. Yeah.
I didn't understand the whole New Day Revival RKO thing.
I didn't either. It just seemed kind of like, I guess, kind
especially
of
after
overkill.
having the Revival. Well, after having the Revival go against Lucha House Party, I was kind
and I just don't care for Randy right now.
Yeah.
Or at all.
Yeah.
So, you know, there is that.
Other than that, you know, the Kevin Owens Samoa Joe is okay.
I didn't like the Kevin Owens opening segment.
Yeah.
I think they were good where they left it as of Sunday.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the Kevin's thing. He got fined $100,000. Oh boy. I just didn't like it.
Yeah,
I thought it was kind of stupid.
I agree.
It was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Like, didn't make a lot of sense.
But like I said, they may be leading up to, hey, you're fired, or hey, you're being suspended, or something.
Which I think is, like, fine, but, like, I feel like he almost just should have done that in the first place instead of, like, actually telling us, like...
Maven quote, Bray the Fiend versus Finn the Human. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a quote.
It wasn't bad.
Randy is
the GOAT.
James, he is not. He's not the greatest of all time.
Maybe he's trying to leave the out and saying Randy is a GOAT.
I could agree with that. Is a goat not greatest of all time, just a goat, you know, like the animal?
Yeah.
I could get behind that, but, like, greatest of all time, no.
No. Definitely not.
I just don't care for him, guys. I think that's
the biggest thing right now. I don't get a sense this Kofi and
like,
Randy
guys,
thing.
I liked the Triple H and Randy Orton promo, the one promo they cut right before Super Showdown. I like that promo and that storyline better than whatever they're doing with Kofi right now.
Yeah, I don't like the whole Randy Kofi thing.
I do not like this.
Don't feel that it's there.
I don't either. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And I'm not into Randy right now. I feel like this is just a weird spot for him at this moment in time. They pulled him out of nowhere. And I would have loved Randy if his matches weren't so slow paced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just it with him is it's like, but I suppose, you know, it's his character.
I don't know though. I just don't like it. Like Tonight Show, I'm pretty Punt Kick Randy was the greatest of all time. I do agree with that.
I like to see KO form the new main event Mafia. That'd be cool. Doing something that way.
I just don't like this.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I think with that,
it was a pretty sucky show.
Yeah, it wasn't real good. I think with that, we're going to take off.
It just was.
Tomorrow
There's a lot
night,
to talk about.
I think we'll probably take a look and see what NXT is and where they're going with it. If it's not a great show, we probably won't be back. Do you guys want to see Sasha versus Becky or Sasha versus Charlotte?
Sasha versus Becky.
Sasha versus Becky. Mm-hmm. He's slow and methodical, but even Taker would be like, damn it, Randy lately. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, pretty much. Who do you think Io's facing? I don't know.
I think...
Not Shayna yet.
She may face one of the other...
Because I don't know who she's going to go after.
Marina
Shafir.
Yeah.
I don't know who she's going to go after next.
And kind of have her go, like, kind of a gauntlet thing, you know.
To get to Shayna for the next takeover?
Yeah. Only not like, really a gauntlet, but, like, over the next couple weeks fighting them.
Her and
the
former tag team.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. It'd be different.
Yeah.
I honestly... Those of you know how much I hate Lacey. After seeing those videos online...
Lacey, I mean.
Aha!
Lacey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well. Chaos, you read my mind.
No problem, James. Thanks for stopping by. We enjoy having you come in.
With Lacey and Liv and their videos that they have been doing.
And thanks for promoting us.
Yes, thank you so much. With what they've been doing, like, outside of WWE recently, with them, like, hanging out and stuff, they just seem like they, they're, like, good friends. And I would be okay with seeing Lacey and Liv in a tag team. I might actually like Lacey then.
Yeah.
Which, for those of you that don't know, I really don't like Lacey.
Yeah, we know.
So,
everybody knows.
If they put her in a tag team with Liv, I might be willing to like her.
I'm interested to see what they're going to do with her character. That's the big thing. I want to see what they're going to do with her character, Elijah.
Me too. It should be interesting. It should be very interesting.
See how much they're going to change it and where they're going to go with it.
What they're going to do with it. Because she keeps posting these, like, cryptic tweets.
Yeah. Lacey doesn't have that forced southern accent in those videos.
No.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see. Maybe do you like Lacey? I would like Lacey if they put her in a tag team with Liv. If they don't, no. Sorry, Lacey, you can just be kicked to the curb. I don't care. Are you guys going to make any Discord? I don't know. I don't really know how Discord works.
I do. Yeah, possibly. We may do something like that. I've actually got one for, like, when I do video games. But maybe we'll set something up for this channel, and then we can actually talk and stuff like that, and go that route.
That'd be cool.
Something we'll look into, export. And I know, like, my son uses it for his streaming and stuff, and so we'll take a look at it. If that's something, people would be interested in, and we may head that route then.
Great.
What do you play video games? Cheap luggage. I play on Twitch. I only don't do it a ton. But
cheap.
Yeah,
plug.
Cheap plug.
Or cheap
I play on
luggage.
Twitch and it's under
or cheap luggage,
yeah,
whatever.
It's under Mr. Gleen. Maven's played a couple times.
Yeah.
Streamed a couple times on Twitch.
I played some Fortnite. Not very good at it, but I have done that a couple
that's
times.
mainly what I've played is Fortnite. So.
But like as for other games that I like, Mario Brothers 3. That's my jam.
Yeah. We haven't done any WWE 2K. We have talked about doing it, and I think we may wait till the new game comes out and then start doing some of that. And we actually have our the Wrestle Story channel up. So if we were to do WWE 2K, we just do it on the Wrestle Story on Twitch. Hello, Eric. Keep Shane on SmackDown Live.
It's getting weird. I hope whenever he comes in, I hope he just kicks Shane.
Well, the one thing about it is they've started to kind of. I feel that they started to phase him out.
Not enough.
But I think that it's got to be a phase out. I don't think you can just go,
care.
okay, the story ends here.
I don't care.
I think you phase him out.
They could have just ended the story with Shane at SummerSlam. He got beat by Kevin.
But I think you need to do something that's... Okay, so he got beat. I think you need to do something that... I
understand he's not going anywhere because he's still, like, in charge. But, like, it's getting to the point where, again, I just don't like it. Like,
I get that.
Any Shane segment, I could stand the Shane segments the last couple weeks because Shane wasn't used as much. We're bringing Shane out just a little bit more, and I don't like it. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't like it. Get Shane off my TV. Off my TV.
We have actually, and we've talked about doing...
I just hate it.
We've talked about doing something similar to that chaos. Should make a universe with what you think should happen in WWE 2K. We've talked about doing something like that, and it's just a matter of getting around and getting it done. Big thing is time.
Yeah.
That's the huge,
No,
huge
I just
thing.
hate Shane. They need to just get him off my TV, and I'm done. Like, I just don't care.
We'll start working on it.
Send him to
We'll
an
get something
island
out there.
somewhere else away from the televisions. Because just go away. Nobody likes you. Nobody. So just go away. Nobody likes you.
You like
At
him
all.
enough to talk about him. I couldn't even comment y'all channel on Twitch. That's weird.
Weird.
couldn't even comment y'all channel.
Weird.
I'll take a look at it and see what's going on.
Yeah, our replay didn't save. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, well, I think it's because we had some inappropriate things put on there.
A Shane rant. I love it.
Yeah.
I just don't like the guy.
Gotta upload each episode to YouTube after, though. Not on time for the stream. We'll do it. We'll consider it.
Yeah. We'll see it. Check it out. Yeah, I just don't like Shane.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows I don't like Shane, but I really don't like Shane. And I don't care what they do with him. Just get him off my TV. And they could have him fall in a pit of chocolate and can't get out. And I don't care what the reason as to why he's never on TV again.
Yeah.
Just send him away somewhere. Like, somewhere far away. Send him far away so no one has to see him ever again.
Yeah. What's your Twitch channel?
That's my PSA. My Twitch Makeup Maven?
Yeah.
I think.
I think so.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Shane's cool, but he needs to go away for 6 months. No, longer than 6 months. 9 months. 9 years. 6 years. 82
a lifetime.
years. A lifetime, please. I don't want to ever see Shane on my television again. Okay? Never. Because they've ruined him. Shane, back in the 2000s, was cool. Shane now, not so much. Not at all. Just go away. Nobody likes you.
All right.
It's just my public service announcement.
With that, I think we're going to take off. 6 months come back and helps Becky. That'd be funny.
Maybe I'd like him. Maybe I wouldn't.
If he helped Becky,
if Becky's champ again.
If you leave, Stephanie will be back.
I don't care. I don't care. Stephanie's
not. As long as Shane's gone, who cares?
I really don't care. I feel like Shane is worse than Stephanie.
Yeah.
So right. I don't care if Stephanie comes back. We haven't seen Stephanie in months, and awesome. But like, I don't care if she comes back, and you will care. Steph is way worse. Shane is way worse. Okay, right now Shane is way worse, and I might be yelling about Steph, and I want her to go away. Who? Shayna? Yeah, Steph, Shayna. They're all terrible. They're all horrible, horrible, horrible people, and we don't want to see them on TV. Well, Shayna, I'd be okay with seeing Shayna on TV if she just lost the championship. But I might be saying that Stephanie is the worst when she's on TV for an entire year and she's having matches at every pay-per-view with big stars that could be in matches in other spots. Maybe I'll be mad at her then.
Yeah.
But if she doesn't get to that point, well, then I'll be fine.
Yeah.
If they start using her as an in-ring competitor, it's all going downhill from there.
All right, with that, I think we're going to take off. We'll watch NXT tomorrow just to see what's going to happen on it.
It's not going to be good, though.
That's just it. If it's not a good...
Because it's going to literally be a recap show of everything that happened.
We will send out a tweet whether we're going to go live or not. If not, if we don't go live tomorrow, we will see you back on Monday. Follow us on Twitter. Follow her on Twitter because she tweets way more than I do. Those of you that do follow know that she tweets way more than I do. Because she has a little more time than I do. And so yeah. So with that, we are out of here. See you guys at the next show. You guys make the show awesome. Tell all your friends about us. Have them subscribe. Hit the bell button so they know
we're doing peace.
We go live. We'll see you. Peace out, guys.
It only took us 85 years to get here.
85 years.
Peace out.